So, hello everyone on YouTube, TheMainManSWE here, hoping everyone is doing awesome as always. As many people have noticed, I upgraded my studio. Well, it's been an ongoing process for the last few weeks, like piece by piece, I've sort of changed up everything here in my office, and it's much thanks. It is 100% thanks to the community showing me incredible support. Many people were very people have been spoiling me for years, but I gotta say June of this year was the craziest thing I've ever had happen to me, almost, I would say, with so many people spoiling the shit out of me, and then Mr. Muhammad next gifting 2,200 gift subs on Twitch. Yeah, about that. And that led to me saying, you know what, I can not only support my family now, but I can actually, through this support now, upgrade my studio. And so I've done. So a lot of people want to see exactly what happened. So I thought I could show you all with this. On here we have Lord Muhammad. You can see him below there. Hello, Muhammad. So I'm going to show everyone here what your 2,000 gift subs did. So it's a lot of changes, I will be using this webcam, so it's got a very long cord, so I can sort of move around. You know, I'm quite clumsy, long legs, but I can sort of move around here. And I can try and show you guys everything. But I unfortunately cannot move a microphone, so whenever I move like a yard away, I'm gonna try and raise my voice. Hopefully you can still hear me, and that's why we don't have any music right now. But before I start, I just wanted to do a little blast from the past, and here you can see Main Man from a few years ago. And you can tell the quality of the video, and my setup there is much more primitive, although I'm doing a very sexy face there. That was my profile picture on Tinder. And for some reason, my girlfriend allowed me to have that haircut there for years. I thought it was awesome. And then turns out it wasn't that awesome. But you know, I like Main Man. You know, if he likes something, he doesn't really care what other people think. He just goes for it. But I gotta say, in my eyes, that stop doing a face. My God. But you can see this is still a really cool streamer setup, and it gets the job done. But I'm gonna show you right now why the setup I'm using today is much more sophisticated and makes it much easier. And there you can see I have, you see that ball I have on the table right next to my hand, standing on a little tripod. That's the blue snowball microphone I used back then. It has not as good quality as the I can really recommend the NT-USB from Rode, this microphone. It's just plug and play, you know, plug it into your PC, USB. You don't need any additional gain through any external device. You can just plug it in. It works really well. But you need a microphone arm, so that it should be like maximum 15 centimeters from your mouth to get good quality. So I usually always did that, and it always gave a hollow sound because it was standing on my desk. But let's just go ahead and do this. So this is what I do now. I have a studio wall. So I'm gonna try now and walk around a little bit, and I will be shouting. So this is what it looks like now. So it's pretty nice. And of course we need the Tekken 7 poster there framed, really nice. But so literally every single thing you see here has been upgraded like the last few weeks. So this is a Secret Lab gaming chair. It's super comfortable. It's really nice. I can really recommend it. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. these are dual studio walls that are just standing right next to each other. They have not been drilled into the ceiling or floor or anything like that. You can quite easily move them. And here I have taped my silver play button. And I've taped these, you know, TMM letters. I just bought them in an art store and then I painted them and they've been taped. This is a LED light, which is the light I use to light up this wall whenever I'm streaming and light up my shoulders so that I'm separated from the background. But whenever I stream, I put this curtain here. I put that curtain over the window because if you want a good light setup and rig, you can't have an external light source. You want to construct the light yourself. So that's the LED light. That's my arcade stick. That's my PC. It's not, but what I've upgraded is to give you guys 1080p resolution on the stream and ultra high graphic settings in Tekken. I went from the 1060 to the NVIDIA 2070 Super, and that was, you know, a great upgrade. I can do that easily. The other specs are a Ryzen processor, 2700X, 16 gigs of RAM, 3000 megahertz. Yeah, I mean it's not you know, uber beast mode, but it's pretty decent. The desk is the Arosi, I think it's called, Swedish designers, Arosi gaming desk. It's incredibly large. It's covered with a mouse pad over the whole surface, which is super smooth. It offers amazing cable management, which is why when I look at my feet, I see no cables. It's because everything is underneath the table. Every single monitor, big chunky monitor cables, all of it is under there. And as you can see, the cables go down very nicely, like that. Dual 144 hertz monitors, 27 inches. They are both mounted, as you can see, because I want to free up as much desk space as possible. So they are not on monitor stands. They are mounted to this little pole here, this magic pole, where I also have, it's very flexible as well. You can see you can adjust the screens easily. This is where I also have mounted my DSLR camera rather than a webcam to give maximum, of course, resolution and coloring, lighting, you know, on the feed of my face. And that also I do not want standing on my desk. So it's mounted to that same pole. And here we have a USB hub where I have all of my controllers plugged in at once. This is a really cool LED light, which I use to sometimes light up the letters here, or whatever. It comes in really handy. It can do all kinds of like special effects, like lighting, fireworks, broken light bulb. It's really cool. And there I have the Elgato lights, key lights. These are the smaller ones, Elgato Key Light Air. I have two of those, as you can see. And those are the main lights. They light me up from left to right. And then, of course, you want a free light. So the last one is that one that is behind me. That's to light me up from all sides so that I don't look flat when I stream on camera. I look like a 3D object. It gives depth to have light from all sides. And what I also like by a lot about those lights is that you can adjust every single setting through the desktop. You just download the app, and then you don't have to, you know, press on and off physically on the lamp. You turn them on through the app, and then you control them individually, their light settings. This is my Bose sound speaker, whatever, together with that subwoofer. And I think I've covered everything. And here I have sort of many more camera, tripods, etc. Fan, because it gets real fucking warm. And those are all my sticks and stuff. Green screen in case I want that. Catan, in case I want to play a horrible RNG game that frustrates the shit out of me. I think I honestly think that's it. And then of course on this screen I have Tekken. On this screen, as you can see, I have a stream where I can easily go through my different settings by a simple click. You can shift to a different scene, etc. And I think that's it, honestly, for my setup. And here we have a couple of SSDs. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it for the setup. And obviously this is the stuff I had prior to getting all of this was much more basic and primitive. It's not like I mean, I've always been pretty cheap. I always go with budget stuff. I don't want to buy the most expensive stuff, like far from it. So I've done pretty okay with streaming for quite a while, but I've never done a big upgrade. But yeah, as soon as I got that last month, that happened. Yeah, I did upgrade all of this. And yeah, streaming now is so smooth. Like, holy shit. So yeah, I guess I hope you enjoyed this this little breakdown of my setup. I hope I haven't missed it. I stream with the OBS Studio software, by the way. It's really cool. It's really easy to use. Yeah. And I want to stress, like, if you want good lighting when you stream, right now this is just a window, the sun, lighting me up. But you want to cover that up, sit in a completely dark room, and then construct your light rig, because the sun will go down, and suddenly it's gonna be winter and lighting conditions change. So it's better to cover up the window with a curtain and then construct a light rig that's always there, always dependable, always looks the same in terms of quality. Can you show the difference between the lighting? Yeah, we can do that as a final thing. That is important. But that means I have to cover the goddamn window with my curtain, and that is always a challenge. We'll see if MainMan can do it. Yeah, you can see me rig and desperately try to rig this now in action. Except it doesn't want to focus. Why? Focus? Wow, finally. And this is just a temporary solution. What I do is this. First, I close the window by turning the knob and then closing it like this, and then secure safely by rotating your wrist like so, and then grab curtain like so, which is obviously, as you can see, folded very neatly because I'm very mature. I'm over 30 years old. We don't just throw shit on the ground. And now comes the hard part. Gotta jerk it a lot here. Jerk it, wiggle back and forth, please. Fucking stick. And okay, and then I press down there. Oh god, I think I got it first attempt. Honestly, this usually takes like 10 attempts. This is like landing a tone jet upper. First attempt, no warm up. But this is a very thick curtain which is used to render rooms completely pitch black. What? I got it! Whoa, that went way better than I thought it would. Holy shit! As you can see, now it's very dark in here. This is from my DSLR. This is obviously the lighting from my monitors. And then very neatly here, I'll just open the lovely Elgato app. And when I just click this button here, and it will turn on both of the lights. And they automatically go to my my preset, which I have set before. And immediately we have, you can see me quite well. But still, you want another light source to light up my hair, to give me a silhouette and some light on my shoulders to really separate me from the background. So this is where I manually, unfortunately, have to turn on the LED light, which is mounted on my wall. Like so. And as you can see, suddenly the background stands out way more, and the detail on the M's and all of that. And you can see the light on my head, on my shoulders, and on my chair, giving the entire room more of a 3D feeling. You get more depth in the image because everything here is separated. The chair, the wall, the letters, me. It's quite lovely. And then the LED light I showed you guys before, it's actually really cool. It has so many cool effects. I'm just gonna crank up the output of it a little bit. It's only at 50% now. That's 100%. Then you can just put it here, and I can change, of course, the color. Now it's set to fire, so you see it vibrates. Like on, well, it's pulsating rather. And you can do some cool light effects. I like this one. You see my hand here. Oh yeah, cool. But you can see how much better the lighting. You see how professional the lighting looks? That's a light rig. So rather than relying, on the sun or normal light bulbs, you'd have in your bedroom to give you some sort of lighting, it's much better to construct a light rig and have a set. And also these walls make my microphone sound much better. If you look at my older videos, well, jump back like 2 weeks on my YouTube and you will hear how hollow my voice sounds and how there's an echo. And my voice sounds much better now, and it's because my voice bounces onto this wall and then it stays, it's absorbed here, rather than bouncing through this very large room I am in right now. So yeah, a lot of awesome upgrades. I hope this was cool to watch and that it helps anyone out there looking to get into streaming. Obviously, I'm lucky enough to have an awesome community supporting me, so I could afford all of this with the support I've gotten. But in any case, you can construct parts of this with some very cheap parts. And honestly, I've gone for not the cheapest stuff, but I want the most bang for my buck. Like I hate paying $1,000 extra to get 10% extra. I'll never be the guy that buys the best graphics card, because to me it's like I'll just go more value for the money. I'll go slightly below. But yeah, I really hope this was enlightening and interesting. And yeah, thanks for listening to me.